I am in Lava Hot Springs, Idaho. This is an old-timey tourist town because of the world-famous hot pools that are here. So let's go check this place out. And this is the entrance to town from US Highway 30. Now these two big water slides go down into the water park below. I will say, those are not fun. I don't like those. And this is the entrance to the Olympic swimming pool and water park. And there's a statue of a bull for some reason. I'm standing on a bridge over the Bannock River. You can see it's been walled up on one side. That's to keep the rapids intact. One of the most popular things to do here is take a raft down this area of the rapids. Now, I will not be doing any rafting. I've done it before here. Like, it's fine. Not super interesting to me, I guess. But also, I don't have a GoPro. That's the old Royal Hotel. This building was built in 1914 and it's now a pizza restaurant. Alright, now I'm gonna go to the ice cream parlor. This is the Lava Hot Springs War Memorial and the World War II Memorial. It says this town suffered exceptionally high losses of its young men. There's the old-fashioned Dempsey Creek Trading Company. Last time I was here, I got yelled at for taking pictures inside, so I'm not gonna go inside, but look at that, they have a Native American wax figure. That's May's sign for the Blue Moon Bar and Grill. Bill Clinton dancing machine. I want that so badly. Now I'm going to be heading into the South Bannock County Historical Museum. Bannock County is next level because it has two county history museums, but this features just the history of the southern part of the county. First off, there's some taxidermy of southern Bannock County wildlife, like the rock chuck and the wolverine. That's a big piece of travertine, formed by geothermally heated hot springs like the ones here in Lava. Some local Native American artifacts. The Bannock people were and still are in this region. The hot springs and waters that are here in town were originally used by the Native Americans for centuries before the first white settlers. This museum focuses on the communities of Lava Hot Springs, which the locals pronounce Lava, Arimo, Ingham, Downey, McCammon, Virginia, and Swan Lake. This is a legendary bearded chicken thing that poops golden eggs. There's a bunch of Mormon guys in a book. An old ZCMI catalog from 1924. This basket was made in 1860 in China. Many Chinese immigrants traveled through the railroad town of Arimo. Some surveying equipment. Fur trappers and traders first came in this area in the early 19th century. There was a mountain man trading post built just about where the town of Lava Hot Springs is now, operated by Bob Dempsey. Those are some somewhat creepy mannequins. I've seen worse. The Oregon and California trails did go through southern Bannock County, so thousands of westward immigrants passed through the area.
Because of immigrants along the Portneuf River disturbing the hunting and trading, this became one of the most dangerous places on the trails for travelers. In some instances, bandits of local hunters would attack stagecoaches and rob. One incident depicted here in 1865 caused 4 travelers to get killed and $60,000 worth of stuff stolen. Here are some railroad artifacts. Some relics, like a wheelchair from the old municipal sanitarium that was here in Lava Hot Springs. That's the surgical table and original instruments from the Lava Sanitarium. Like most small town museums, there's plenty of memorabilia from the local high school. A radio along with a jukebox. In 1936, a big fire broke out in downtown Lava Hot Springs. The Pocatello Fire Department took forever to get here, so lots of businesses were destroyed and these liquor bottles were saved from the drugstore. You know, priorities. The US government purchased the hot pool's land for the state in a treaty with the Shoshone in the late 1800s. So starting in 1905, the hot pool's destination opened and started bringing in tourists by rail, and it's remained a popular tourist town ever since. Ligertown was a game compound a few miles south of Lava Hot Springs, and it made national news in 1995 when many of the lions and tigers escaped, but they all got killed. The military room was blocked off. They're working on it, but this is what it looks like. So for a subsidiary county museum, it's pretty good. Definitely worth stopping by. There's a bunch of tubing rental places, and this one has a miniature golf course. There's an old fire truck. The 1914 Riverside Lodge. It's a neat old sign for the mineral baths. This is a vintage motel, the Lava Spa Motel. Really neat sign, really like that. I'm staying here at the Historic Home Hotel. This building was built in 1918. And I am in the Frida Kahlo room. Now I'm gonna stop into the Chuck Wagon restaurant. I've eaten at most of the restaurants here in town, and I have to say this is probably the best. That steak's freaking good. Also, I tried a fried Idaho scone. It's pretty gross and it's about the worst thing you can put in your body.
Yeah, there's some rapids, and right there is the world famous hot pools. Now these are what put this place on the map. Native Americans knew about the springs right here, and now they've been utilized to their full potential. Well, here's an old garden, and it's Daughters of Utah Pioneers historical marker. Now the hot springs are a pretty old attraction. I'll go to those later, but in the back they built a Sunken Gardens. Hardly anyone who visits here knows about this or knows how to access it. You can't access it when you're actually at the hot springs. Pretty old, obviously, and pretty much abandoned. See the old sign there, Sunken Garden. There's the view from the gazebo. That's a little lava hot spring secret hidden in plain sight. Highway 30 bypasses lava, but you can get an overlook of the town and the hot springs. Look at that neat old sign, the Tumbling Waters Motel.
Now I'm actually heading in to experience the world famous hot pools at Lava Hot Springs. There are a lot of different hot pools you can go into and switch around in, all of the waters originating from the nearby natural underground spring. You can see the sunken gardens of the original attraction above the hot pools, along with the natural rock features of the spring. I'm not really a fan of pools or swimming, but these aren't freezing cold. The minerals are natural, so it's healthy for you, and it doesn't have the existence and the gross smell of chemicals like chlorine. There's a frog. Over 2.5 million gallons pass through here each day, recycled by the Bannock River, which passes right by the hot pools. The pools increase in temperature, the lowest 102 degrees, and the hottest 112 degrees. Most people don't even try it, but I went into the 112 degree pool. It's a really nice place, especially I bet when it's not super crowded. So from an ardent pool hater, this place gets a seal of approval.
See, like pretty much every town in this area, they have a big letter starting with the first letter of the town's name. You can see it's all lit up, the L on top of the hill. There's the home hotel at night. Look at that beautiful old neon sign lit up at night.